Yay, gaming. Welcome to Blood and Hope Detroit, finally. Yay! It's a go.
Yeah, Very late, yes.
Yes. Sorry about the late evening. For those who are catching this live, for everyone else, welcome. Sorry for the probably shorter game. Anyway, I'm the storyteller for the evening. I'm Feyla. Joining me is Dengle playing Rufus.
Hello. How's it going?
Cocia playing Lottie.
Yo.
And Nenavar playing William.
What's up?
What's up, indeed. So, before we get to the game, we had talked about doing something new. Just a general warning that this game is probably going to have some triggering elements to it. If that bothers you, please take care. We'll try to have a specific list up at the end and as we post, but we might not always catch everything, so just be careful. If it's too much, turn it off. We care about your mental health and mental well-being. But
always.
With that said now, let us begin the evening. It is taking place during the next game, or the next night, I'm sorry, which I believe is February 8th?
Believe so, yes.
Okay. May I get your rouse checks?
Success. I'm honestly starting to get worried because Lottie has not yet failed a rouse check in the morning. Or
evening.
Whatever.
Also got a success.
I get hungrier.
So you are at 4, I believe.
3.
3, okay. Lottie's at 1, William's at 1?
Yes.
Okay. So Rufus is fasting currently. Is Rufus going to do anything about it?
Actually, Rufus is no longer fasting.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that one final night.
Okay.
So, Rufus will work on that.
Okay. So, you have your herd, or you now have the at least single night open invitation to Charlotte's Bar.
He would probably hop over there first.
Okay. Let's see. Where's the resonance chart? Just a moment for the resonance of the evening. So I believe we left off with Chris going and doing some some scouting for you, correct?
Yes.
We didn't do a review of the last game. So he is not there when you wake up. He is still out. He did park the vehicle, managing to be far enough away from your last handful of locations that you've chosen that you don't have a problem.
Okay.
I assume, since he has been driving you a little bit, that you have told him about your clan Bane.
Yes. Just a little bit. Not fully in depth, but it's fine.
Yes. Okay, so, let's see. It is... The resonance is sanguine.
Okay, let me... Okay.
As that is the song, the mood this evening's song invokes.
I will look that up.
No, oh my gosh. I just had it too, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine, I got it. I know it is an extra dice to blood sorcery and presence.
Yeah, we don't do too much with resonances, but they'll be coming into play more and more.
Especially once I figure out how the bloodhound thing works.
You can just sniff it out.
Yes, and find one that you want.
So, you're not terribly far away from Charlotte's, but it's going to take a couple minutes to drive there. So you can make your way over there. You were greeted at the door by her ghoul and let down, if that's what you wish to do.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Deidre is at the bar again. She waves, and if you approach, she just says, "You have your pick for the evening. Charlotte let me know what was going on."
Okay, he will get one of the more robust characters, and will drink until he's at one.
Okay. You aren't watched too heavily. They feel like you can control yourself. So, you can pull this person off to the side. It's kind of a larger male, being a little bit more of the robust ones. But you can drink to one. He does not stop you and enjoys the evening quite a bit.
Okay.
And after, one of the workers comes and leads him into the back room that you guys saw before.
He will spend some time in the lounge afterward.
Okay. There is other kindred there. Kind of from everyone's area. There's Ventru, there's other Toreador. There is, oddly enough, one or two Bruja, a Gangrel. They're just kind of from all clans, but there's not a ton of people here.
Not necessarily looking to talk to anybody tonight.
Okay. Easy enough to just hang around then. Charlotte does continue to sing through the evening. William, is there anything you would care to do when you wake up?
I'm going to take care of the 2 superficial damage Debbie decided to deal to him.
From the bite. Okay, go ahead and roll 2 rouse checks.
Passed one, failed the other.
Okay, so you're at a hunger. Other than healing, was there anything you wish to take care of?
Yeah, he'll probably stop by a bar, take care of that 1 extra hunger he gained.
Okay. Just roll me charisma and persuasion or performance, depending on how you wanted to go about doing that. Or manipulation.
Yeah, let's let William have a little bit of fun and do performance. Four successes and 4 failures.
Now, when you say failures, are they critical failures, or are they just...
They are 1s.
That, as long as they're not on the blood dice, I think that's fine, right?
There's 1 on the blood dice, but technically since there's 4 successes, it doesn't really count.
Yeah, no, you pass. I was just making sure. So yeah, you find a delightful partner. to you chose performance, so you're dancing and having a good time. And then you lead them off and are able to slake a hunger. Are you doing 2 or 1?
Just 1.
Okay, so it's not clean blood, because it's at a club. They are a little bit compromised on the substance that Steven tends to enjoy. So, you have that to deal with. Lottie,
Yes, ma'am.
what would you like to do?
Well, since I am peachy keen fine, I am just going to... I feel like doing some shopping today. Yes, Lottie would like to shop. She's gonna call some boutique and be like, I don't care that you're already closed. I want to shop, and you know I'm good for it, so get your people up. I'll be there in 45 minutes. You better be ready whenever I get there.
Okay. Venture is strong tonight.
Oh yeah.
As you get there,
A few grand.
as you get there, the owner themselves is there. And they are sleepy-eyed and not thrilled, but happy enough to take your money that they're there.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I spent easily 10 grand on clothes for herself and a few things for Willow.
Okay.
I'm sure she has Willow size down to a T.
Oh yes, I'm sure. Okay, are you wearing one of your new ensembles for the evening? Because some of them
Clearly.
were there in store, others have to be either ordered or made.
Right, of course. Yeah, I'm sure there was some little red dress that fit well enough. She'll wear that out.
Okay. The store is locked up immediately as you leave. Like, your heel is barely out the door before you hear the click.
We're rude. Just gave you, like, your months. You know, mortals.
Okay. So that was your early evening. Was there anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm good.
Just find a nice place to sit and relax.
There, you can make your way to the waterfront and watch there's benches on the Detroit River near the old hockey arena that you can sit on. It's quite a nice view. You can see Canada from across the water there, I believe, though the lights and stuff. It's a nice view. It's chilly. Not many people are out.
And then Rufus will actually reach out to Varia and Boria, asking if anybody's come home yet.
Varia does not answer you, but Boria does. Are you calling or texting?
Texting.
So the response back would be, she is slated to be home in about an hour or two. I will let you know the moment she is back.
Thank you very much. I'm sure she'll have questions.
Oh yes, she does. So, now that you guys have a timer, what would you like to do? Sorry, go ahead.
Rufus will make his way outside to his van, start slowly making his way that way. However, he will get a hold of one of his flock, the police officer.
Okay.
Can we meet in a couple days in private? I have a couple matters I want to discuss with you.
It takes a minute before you receive a response. She might be working tonight. But you do receive one back. Of course, I can meet you whenever I am not working. My next days off are... And she sends you her schedule.
Okay. Just whenever and wherever. Prefer later in the evening, though.
If it's that late, I might be able to do it after work, so just let me know what you want.
I'll let you set the schedule and the location.
Okay. You don't receive another response after the okay.
Okay. And he will make his way toward Cats.
Okay. So it would take you less time to get there than it would theoretically for her to get back. So you would get there before her.
He'll take the scenic route.
Okay. Yeah. Scouting out some new places for the evening?
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit west of her territory.
Okay.
Taking a little bit of rides around the neighborhood.
It is not a great neighborhood. There's a lot of old houses, burned out houses, a couple people that you can see not straight up on the street, but you can understand that there's probably people in some of those houses.
Okay.
Interspersed with some that people are clearly living in, but less bad than the others.
Yeah. You would take note of any that are specifically for sale.
There's a few that have signs out front. You can wager a guess that there's probably more for sale than there are signs out, because they maybe have been removed or just they didn't bother to put them out.
You will write down any addresses for the ones that are for sale.
Okay. Yeah, you have a number of them now. So that eats up quite a bit of your time. Do you inform William and Lottie, or let them be? Or Debbie?
I will let all of three of them be.
Okay. Lottie, you receive a text from Debbie asking if you could come to her business.
Yeah, sure. I just got done shopping. I'll be there in a little bit.
Thank you. So, as you go and put away, or have someone put away, the things that you purchased, you eventually make your way over to Debbie's catering business that you help fund. And she will pull you into her office. And above table for everyone, Buttons knows about this, and she gave the okay to do this. So she sits you down and pulls out kind of like a map and just points out a couple places. There are opportunities for me about here and here to expand if you wouldn't mind helping with that because you're already doing that, just want to get an okay to put your money towards something like that.
How much do I need? Whips out the checkbook.
She'll give you the estimates because she had been looking into this when you guys had free time recently. And then kind of singles out one or two of the cities in other states. And kind of lays out the business plan for you.
Yep. Lottie has no issue with this. She knows that Debbie's a sound businesswoman, so
yep. And
she would ask some questions, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
That Cocia does not know, but Lottie would.
Debbie would detail out the fact that she's probably going to have her sister stay here to run the business here. It's not closing. But she's going to go expand in new places.
Best of luck, Debbie. And Lottie would probably give her a little bit extra than what she asked for.
Okay. We will get to the conclusion of that next time Buttons is on here. Buttons will be returning. So don't worry, guys. William, after a little bit of time, you can feel it not impact you as much, but it is still in the system a little bit. Oh, go ahead.
Once it starts winding down, William will text King asking if you heard anything about the missing Nos.
You would quickly receive a response back. No, haven't been able to find him. Might be a problem.
He's going to text back, yep, he is.
And so, Lottie, Debbie, and William receive a text stating, "Come to the living garden." Debbie will respond saying, "I'm sorry I can't tonight. I have prior engagements to attend to. I will meet you tomorrow night, if that's okay." And then she's texting outside of the group chat. The text was from a number that you guys did not have, although Rufus did. It is Kat's direct number.
William will make his way over there.
Do you respond to the text at all?
He'll say I'll be there shortly.
Lottie?
Yeah, Lottie will just send an okay and get her driver back, and off she goes.
All right. And so, Rufus, since you were already there, this text comes before you see Kat herself, but not 5 minutes after that is sent. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Are you in your van still? Did you go enter the building as you pull up? What do you do?
He would be sitting outside until he's specifically come and gotten.
Okay. So you were not gotten. Not 5 minutes after that text, you see Kat's large vehicle pull up. Vincent is driving it. And he pulls in front of your van.
Okay.
Through the heavily tinted windows, you see Kat and then someone else in the vehicle as well. The door open, and Nane pops out. He is not the other person you saw. You did not see him in the vehicle. He gives your van a little wave and a cheeky smile, and then kind of fades out from sight. You can attempt to find him if you'd like. I can roll a contested roll.
No, it's quite alright.
Okay. So, Nane is gone. The other person does stay in the vehicle, and you see Kat get out. She... You don't quite see her face, so you don't know what her expression is because she's turned into the vehicle speaking to whoever is inside.
Okay. Reverend will turn the vehicle off and step out, allowing her to finish her business before even saying anything.
And she does not even spare you a glance as she talks. Are you attempting to get close enough to listen in, or are you staying far away enough that you don't?
I am staying put.
Okay. So, she steps away and closes the door and turns to you. And you've seen Kat in a lot of different moods. She has a very blank expression on her face currently. You've seen her angry before. She does kind of get like this. You can roll to attempt to judge how she's feeling.
I would like to do so.
Okay. Give me wits and awareness or insight.
That is 3 successes.
So, you know that she's probably very mad, given everything you do know, and you can put 2 and 2 together. She is angry. She's not flying into a rage, which is probably a good thing. You may have a chance to explain yourself, but she's not happy.
He will approach her.
So
Evening.
the car drives off. Rufus.
I am sure you have quite a few questions.
I do. Your compatriots will be here shortly. Follow me. And she will just walk inside.
Absolutely. And he will follow her without saying anything until they get to their final destination.
Okay. She leads you through the building. Boria is standing. So after you exit the building and into the garden area, Boria is standing there. Not quite wringing his hands, but you could tell he may have been prior to the door opening. And she'll just nod, like gesture back over her shoulder, and then he will go out to the entrance, awaiting Lottie and William. Kat leads you back into her private area and gestures for you to sit on one of the benches if you wish. She's not going to force you.
No offense, however, I would like to stay standing.
Of course. Explain.
Full disclosure, yes, I did go downstairs. I did see what you had down there. It was simply to ensure that it wasn't a provoked attack. from my best judgment, it looks to be something that the affected Nos took upon themselves. I have, however, rather forcefully appointed King as their leader, officially. And I have effectively threatened the last handful that are still in the city that if they step out of the line, I will personally take care of them. Because what happened yesterday absolutely cannot happen again. And if there's anybody in the city that I would deem a friend or ally, it's most certainly you.
I see. So you have appointed the king to watch the rats.
He seems to be the only one that has a level head and has enough intelligence not to do dumb things.
As you're having that conversation, Lottie and eventually William, you do come up. And Aboria is waiting outside for you. You can roll me wits and insight if you choose to.
One success.
I don't know yet. I'm slacking. Have
You
my
are
sheet
unable.
up, but don't have...
You are unable to read him, William.
That's the best I can do. I only get one dice for that.
I got all fails. Blanks. All blanks.
Okay. No fail on the blood dice? Or no critical fail on the blood dice?
No, just a blank. I could use a willpower to re-roll my 4 blacks. But...
You don't have to. It's up to you.
This is funnier.
Boria is blank wall. You have no idea what's going on with him. He quickly gestures you to follow him. And he leads you both back if you choose to follow.
Hey, I just got these shoes. I haven't broken them in yet. I can't go that fast tonight.
William's going to keep pace with Boria.
Okay, so Lottie does fall behind. William, you are shown back to the private space that you had been to once before, I believe, when you were interviewing the Zemitzi that were sent to find the hunters. So, you see Rufus and Kat standing there, and Kat is just staring at Rufus as he had just finished talking. Lottie, you come up a few moments later. Kat will just let out a whistle, and after a few moments, the kindred that you saw before, Rufus, underground, Robert, comes out holding what you think is a Nosferatu in front of him. It's hard to tell. The bone structure has been changed. There is an arm missing. The face bone structure has also seemingly been changed. On the hand that is there, the hand just kind of seems to not be full of bones anymore. It's a gruesome sight. It's not pleasant. Flesh shaping has very clearly been used, or vicissitude has very clearly been used on this Nosferatu. So you have appointed king, and yet there was a rat in my tunnels.
Any possible chance we can identify it as the one that got away?
Wits or intelligence and awareness.
And I didn't see him, so
You did not.
I will not be making this roll.
You can, but it would be a more difficult roll because you do know his sire. So you could kind of maybe put together the clan curse.
3 successes.
Lottie only got 2.
I know I didn't get enough.
Okay. William, you do vaguely recognize him. It's hard to tell under the changes that have been forcibly wrought on this person. But you do believe it is the same one that pushed his way past you.
Yeah, this is the one that got away from us last night.
Good, I've been looking for this one.
Well, we found him first because he came looking. So, shall I hold the king accountable for this, as he is their new leader?
I believe if anybody should be technically held accountable, it should be William. However, I don't believe that even William should be held accountable.
And why should he not?
I will admit that this was my own fault. I wouldn't misjudge his character. He was more slipperier than I expected him to be.
This is why you do not trust a rat to stay away from places they should not be. We had been keeping them out for a reason that you do not need to know. They broke into my home. Tell me, convince me why I should not retaliate.
King and Mike shouldn't be retaliated against, mainly because prior to me appointing them, this one and the one that broke in, as well as the other 3, I believe, that remain, took it upon themselves to act independently of anybody. King and Mike are absolutely innocent of any wrongdoings in this particular circumstance. They have advocated to keep the rest of their clan away from your territory and told them specifically to not investigate any further. Therefore, at the very least, spare those 2.
So you
The rest, I don't care.
have appointed this supposed worthy leader who cannot control his people.
Prior to yesterday, he didn't even want to be that way. When I simply put, you have to keep your people in check, or Cat won't have to do anything, I will. He started to listen.
So, this one is forfeit. The
I see no
hole
reason why.
has been fixed, and it will remain that way. If it is not, then there will be no more rats in Detroit. And that will also fall under you, as you took it upon yourself to put him in charge of them.
As I said before, of all the Nosferatu, he's about the only one that I would actually trust to follow some semblance of logic.
Just for the shits and giggles, roll me charisma and persuasion. Lottie, do you have anything to say? And actually, William, wait, Dengle. William, give me that roll, too. Charisma and persuasion. Yep. Is Lottie going to say anything?
I don't think so. I think she's just gonna let Rufus take charge, because Rufus is our elder.
Okay.
I am going to spend a willpower to reroll. Sadly, better, I got 3.
Okay. Dengle, add 3 dice.
I am also spending willpower. Because I did not get as high as I wished.
Why, did you only get 5 successes instead of 20?
I mean, no. I'm actually going to spend 2 willpower. Because I can do that. That's a little bit better. Here I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Okay. So, as Cat just watches you for a moment, Robert does finally back away and exit into the white structure that you guys have seen a few times, and he just enters and goes down below. And as a reminder, Robert is heavily self-modified. There is no flesh on the lips, it's just kind of a line. I believe I said there was plates on him somewhere. He is not human looking very much anymore. It was a very strange sight, but also kind of keeps in line with the changes you saw on the Nosferatu, who is now kneeling in front of Kat, and she has her hand on his shoulder. Is there anything you have to say in defense of this one? William, you are taking responsibility for him getting out and getting into my home.
Would Cat have anything to say if William walked up and punched him in what somewhat resembles a face?
I don't know. You haven't spent much time with her. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, William's just gonna say, nope, I have absolutely nothing to say in his defense.
I see. And you see her step back, and the Nas is left kneeling on the ground. How far away are you guys?
Probably about 8 feet.
Rev's probably somewhere in that general range.
Okay.
Lottie's probably in between the two of them, a couple of extra feet back, so like 10, 12.
Okay. Does Lottie have anything to say still?
Nope.
Okay.
He made his bed. He can lay in it.
As Kat backs up, you see her shift and speak a little bit, but it's quietly enough that you don't know what she's saying. Are you going to heighten your senses, William?
Nope, he's slightly scared of cat right now.
As one should be, because the ground in your immediate area starts to shake for very lightly, and then a little bit heavier. And underneath the Nosferatu, the ground begins to almost crumble inward, and he just falls in, tries to grab himself, and the ground closes back up around him. As no one had anything to say in his defense, he is now handled.
And I have no regrets. He's getting what he deserved.
He is, isn't he? One should not take given hospitality, and she'll look at Rufus, lightly. Hopefully, this does not happen again, and such measures will not have to be taken. Now, I will not be going to see King myself, but we will be speaking. Is there anything else I should know?
I do know the sire of that one was bonded by King specifically. So you deal with that information as you so choose.
We are no longer in the time when sires keep their children bonded to them to make sure these mistakes don't happen. And that is too bad, because it would prevent many problems.
Yes, unfortunately, prior to last night, I believe that their sire probably was sympathetic to the actions taken.
Well, perhaps I will have a meeting with them. Leave.
Absolutely. You have a fantastic night. I do have one question before we leave.
What?
You have your visitor, correct? From
I
Atlanta?
I do, but apparently My home is not safe, so I need to be making other arrangements for them to stay safe.
Okay. Can you give them something for me? I'll retrieve the return later.
Give it to Boria,
Understood.
and he will give it to me.
Understood.
Any other things?
Lottie does not need to be told twice. She turns and leaves. Always a pleasure.
Someone Williams is going to tell her have a good night and leave fairly quickly.
Good evening.
Rufus would stop on the way out and hand Boria a stack of papers.
He would take them. What is this for?
Give it to Kat. She'll know what to do with it. I would give her. Yes, I would give her some time before you do that, though.
Yes. You will likely not be hearing from Varia for a while.
Right. Hopefully she's still in one piece.
So far.
There's supposed to be a return. It's extremely valuable. Please make sure that it doesn't get lost or damaged in any way.
Celine will likely be sent to give it to you.
I would say I'm holding my breath, but we don't breathe, so.
Right. You should leave soon. She made it quite clear that you are no one is welcome here tonight. Your permission is not revoked, but only for the evening.
Right. Have a good night and steer clear.
Good evening. Stay safe.
And into the van he goes.
Into the van you go. William and Lottie, where did you go?
William would have hung near the Ribbons van just to make sure he got out okay.
Yeah, Lottie's probably just waiting just outside. See what the next course of action is.
So Kat's vehicle is no longer there. It had been pulled around and put away. You guys don't know where it is.
I can't believe that they think that Kat's place isn't secure. It seems quite secure to me. Am I missing something?
And the mouse probably got in somehow.
Oh, I know the Nos did, but I mean, that kind of seems almost like a fluke.
She apparently takes security very seriously.
As she should. Now let's stop discussing it. I'm gonna go talk to King. You're free to do whatever it is that you so choose to do, but if you want to ride with, by all means.
I got nothing planned for tonight. I'll join you.
I mean, if you don't really need me, I'll finish transferring over some funds for Debbie.
I actually may need you for other things.
Okay, I will come along then.
So Rev will hop in the driver's seat. first course of action, though, call Chris.
He picks up after a few rings. Yeah?
Stop looking for that Nosferatu.
Okay, how come?
I found them. They've been taken care of. That's all you need to know.
Okay. And you can hear noise in the background. People talking, some music. And you can hear him, like, kind of put his hand over the phone and talk to someone. Like, what, and then he gets back to you. What should I do with the others like me? Because I'm talking to them now.
Where are you currently?
And he'll rattle off a name of a... You're not quite sure if it's a club or something, but he'd give you the address for it. It's not a place you recognize.
Okay. William, do you recognize this place?
Should I roll?
Yeah, just roll me intelligence real fast.
One success.
You think you've heard the name of it before? You've not a place you've been to yourself, though. It's just another club.
Okay. I'll be by in a little bit. I have one other matter to take care of first.
They're
But after
talking
that-
about going to some other place, like, now. So should I go with them, or...
Yes, just keep me updated where you go,
Okay.
please.
He agrees and then hangs up if you have nothing else to say to him.
Nope.
Okay. So you make your way to King's. Mike is in the main area as you make your way down, looking better. Mostly healed, still has some of the heavier damage to him, but he's healed up everything else. Or no, this has been a while. He's good now. My bad. And King is typing away on a computer. And just kind of like gives you a little wave as you come down.
Rufus would just kind of say hi to Mike as he just walks basically straight past him. King.
Rufus, and he'll look up at you.
I need to know. I need an absolute certainty that you will have your people in check. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's, more than like 5 of them at this point.
Right. There's one less. I will tell you that much.
Oh, did we find the runner?
I wish we did. They decided to go poking around where they shouldn't have.
Great. So what'd she do to him?
Sinkhole.
I'm sorry, what?
Sinkhole.
Ah. I'd heard she could do things like that, but I didn't actually know she could.
It's the first time I've seen it in person, but I didn't doubt it. Now, if you want to keep that from happening to you and me both, you need to make sure all of your people are held in check. And the ones that aren't, we need to know who they are. And we need to get them out of here as soon as possible.
Ember Sire is probably the loosest cannon despite the start of the bond.
Do you have anywhere that you can send them?
Not in the city that I don't think they're not going to make a stupid choice.
I don't care. Send them to Boston or New York or at this point, San Diego, Seattle. I don't really care.
Yeah, I can do something.
I just need to make sure that they're not going to be a problem.
No, they aren't going to be a problem. We'll make them gone.
Right. She made a very veiled yet clear threat.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be one for courtly intrigue.
She has her moments, however. Don't make her mad. Still trying to figure out exactly where the temper comes from. I'm sure it's not just a Zemitzi thing.
It's not something I've tried to poke around in.
It's not something that I've actively poked around in either. So
I know Bryce was dealing with her with some things, but she hasn't reached out to me to do that. Don't know if she will now.
I would assume not anytime soon.
I'm happy about that. I like learning secrets, but not those ones.
Okay. Well, got a fresh one that won't be too much of a secret too much longer. You know that thin blood that I've got kind of poking around with us?
Chris.
Yes. I am working on getting him a place to live by himself. And he's also putting me in contact with other thin bloods in the city.
I heard there was a park that some of them hung out in. But they're pretty good at staying under the radar.
Right. If you put stock in to what people say, they're a problem, but I don't feel like you put stock in that.
They got uses. Other than that, I don't really care.
Yeah, they do. But yes, figured I would let you know. Also, she's going to be getting a hold of you.
Why?
I believe to make the same threat. Figured let me tell you that it's coming rather than it just show up on your dinner plate.
Yeah, that's appreciated. Do you know why?
Probably something to the effect of if somebody goes poking where they shouldn't be, she's going to eradicate all of the Nosferatu. And I wouldn't put it past her.
Maybe I shouldn't be in Detroit anymore.
I would appreciate if you and Mike stayed. Everybody else can go.
Why do you need us to stay?
Well, you are exceedingly good at finding things. And, well, books and auctions and such.
That's fair.
That being said, I'm obviously not able to control you, nor would I want to.
Oh, we'll make sure the others aren't going to be stupid. But yeah, I'll send that guy away quickly.
So, yes. She got rather angry at William as well. That was...
I mean, he did let the guy out.
Yeah.
Don't trust Mosnas. He'll say that to William.
Yeah, I know that now.
You got to figure out the ones that have a bit of sense.
You're lucky there's not enough of us anymore to play the hiding around every shadow thing.
Oddly, I'm less scared of you than other people.
Yeah, we have a
At
big,
least
old, scary fiend here, so...
Anyway, I figured I would A, let you know, B, let you in on the fact that they're going to be calling, and C, let you know that if I find anything out regarding these Thin Bloods, I will pass it on to the proper channels. If you do decide to leave, though, please give me more than a day's notice.
I'll do what I can. Did you... Thank you for all of your information. Is there something you want me to find outside the city? Since I have someone going anyway.
I'm sure there is, however... Actually, yes, and he'll pull out a business card.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I need to know where this person lives.
That'll keep him busy for a while.
Yeah, it should. Between you and me, I believe they mentioned Minnesota or Wisconsin, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
So have them start in, like, Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Anything from you two that I need to worry about?
Nothing right now, but I'm pretty certain we'll get into something eventually.
Maybe we should try to not do that.
Yeah, with the way things have been going lately, I can't really make any promises on that.
Keep me out of that.
I hope not to be a bother. Think everything's fairly well handled for me. Although I wouldn't be surprised if my sire just shows up one day.
Yeah, Terrence can stay in Chicago. That would be great.
Wouldn't it just be so wonderful if he would just stay over there?
I have a feeling that if he shows up, he won't enjoy himself.
Well, according to him, Detroit's slumming it, so...
Well, yeah, the city's not the greatest, but it's home.
It has a certain charm.
It has a certain something. Charm, I don't believe is the correct word, but we'll go with it for now.
You go to downtown, there's charm.
There's lots of charm downtown, all little shops.
And in Corktown. That's pretty nice there.
I was taking a ride earlier, since we're talking about parts of town, west of I believe it's Highland Park.
Okay.
Looking to possibly refurbish some housing over that way.
You need houses bought then?
I have somebody that I will use as a proxy for it. But if we go off of there, charm is definitely not the right word.
Okay. Do you need something from me then?
No, it's just one of those things that all of you were talking about downtown and the rest of Detroit.
Yeah, that area is not that great. Parts of it aren't.
No, not at all. Anyway,
You check out that big school over there?
I rode past it, yes.
Shame, used to be real nice looking.
It's right there. It's up for sale, actually, I believe.
Think so.
Put that on a list of things to inquire about.
I'll see what I can dig up.
What are you gonna do for school?
I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
Figured you might have saw it in its heyday.
Now you're dating me. Come on now. But yes, I have. Or I did back in the... Well... Back when it was more than it is now.
Yeah, I'll see what I can dig up for you there.
Like I said, I've got somebody that's... I'm going to have do that, but if you can get the information for me before they can, I appreciate it.
Sure. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Is there anything you two need found? You've done quite a lot for me lately.
Not at the moment, no.
Also not currently.
Well, drop by anytime. I get a good stock rotating through here most days.
Thank you greatly.
Yeah, thanks.
Mike will greet you guys and make some small talk if you decide to stick around for a little bit.
Rufus is only going to stick around long enough to get the updated location from Chris.
Okay. Has Rufus upgraded his phone?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So you do get a pinged location?
Okay.
And it's a place that you've driven past before. Feyla am blanking on the name of it. But it is a park, kind of a park where there's a lot of people have made art in and around.
Okay. he will send a message back saying, okay, I will be there as soon as I can.
Are we joining you for this excursion as well?
If you would like to. Worst case scenario, I can talk to you on the way to the vehicle. Or if you want to come with me.
I mean, the matter for Debbie won't take me long at all, so I'll come along. Chris is amusing in his own weird way.
Thin Bloods.
Yeah, Thin Bloods.
I'll be right back. So you guys can have your chat.
Okay. So once inside the vehicle, on the way to the park, we would kind of turn to Lottie a little bit. So the plan is kind of like I told King to buy a couple properties. I have a certain sum of money, however, it's not nearly enough to buy multiple properties. I could probably buy one, maybe two. I can afford. So the question would be, would you be willing to lend some money in order for me to finance the venture?
I don't see why not. I'm doing it for Debbie. I'll do it for you as well.
Also, depending on exactly how much that school goes for, and if I can come up with some proper plans, would you be able to put me in touch with Valentina?
I can indeed put you in touch with Valentina.
Okay, good, because I feel like that's probably a little bit, not saying that you don't have a measurable sum of money. However, I feel like that's possibly a little bit outside of your means, just for the sheer size of the school.
It might be pushing it. Even in ruins, I'm sure a school of that nature could easily go for starting bid $250,000, if not more.
Well, at one point in time, I believe it housed 4,000 students. It's been shut down for about 10 years. There was a fire in the auditorium, which is a bit of a problem, but we can fix that. The rest of the building's mostly okay.
Alright. Yeah. Schools are so expensive. I don't understand that, but then again, maybe that's just because I was homeschooled.
Cinder block buildings. Very sturdy. Last forever. So, and they're quite large. This one's exceedingly large. I've got half an idea of exactly what I want to do, so.
Schools here in America seem weird compared to the UK. You guys don't even see math right.
In my time, it was arithmetic, so.
At least that's something better.
So on to
There is an art park.
Link.
Yes. Names are keeping. It is an art park in not too far outside of Kaz's domain, I believe. So you guys make your way there. It's not super far from King, so it doesn't take you that long. And it keeps you out of Cat's territory, is the most important thing.
Yes.
So, as you guys begin to pull up, it does appear to be kind of an industrial area. And there is graffiti everywhere. It is almost completely covered in different art, words, pictures. It is quite impressive how much stuff is here. And there is metal structures that have been turned into art. Some of them are graffitied on. It is interesting to look at. And there's like a small plane there that's been graffitied over, and it, I believe, backs up to a railroad track. So even the train, the abandoned train back there, has been graffitied on and everything. Did you let Chris know that you were on your way?
Yes.
Okay, so he'd be kind of waiting out front for you.
Okay. So, Rufus would approach. So, where are your new friends?
They're in the back. They didn't really feel comfortable meeting you guys without, like, seeing you first.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. I understand they probably have a healthy suspicion.
Yeah, I don't even know how Deidre has their contact information, but she only knew one of them, who put me in contact with these people.
One leads to many, a lot of times.
Yeah, I didn't expect there to be that many there. There's like 6 of them.
That's fair. So yeah, if they want to like meet out in the middle open area, I'll let them come to us.
What did you want to talk to them about?
Just see if anybody needed anything.
Okay, I'll go let him know. And he does walk off and kind of walk behind one of the buildings. And you guys are left to your own devices for a few minutes.
Out of curiosity, are there any like half-empty spray cans that still have something in them?
Go ahead and do wits and awareness. What were you gonna say, William?
William's gonna walk around and admire the art.
Okay. It is really, really cool looking. Like, it's surprising how much of it meshes together well. Like, it's obviously been overlaid over each other, but there are some gorgeous pieces.
I got a messy crit.
You're finding one, damn it.
Okay.
Your search takes you kind of around the edge of the building where Chris disappeared to.
Okay.
And you still have not found one.
Okay. He would continue on, then. Still
Okay.
searching.
So you follow along the path that Chris took?
He would call out, "Hey, does anybody have any like spray paint or any painting materials? Period."
The slight bit of talking that you had begun to hear just goes quiet. And Chris comes jogging around like, why? I thought you were waiting.
I was, and then I started looking for spray paint. I was going to make a little piece of art.
And then from behind Chris, a woman walks up, and she's got like a big baggy jacket on that's got paint splatters all over it. And like the hood pulled up is pulled up on the hoodie. What you gonna do?
I was just gonna make a little thing. Find a not like super thick and just like paint over it real quick.
What you gonna do to us? Why are you here?
Oh, I was just making sure that everybody had everything that they needed and they understood what was best for everyone. Wasn't gonna hurt anybody. Wasn't gonna force you to do anything that you didn't already want to do.
And what's best for everyone then? You gonna tell us what's best for everyone to tell us to leave?
Oh no, I was just gonna make sure you didn't do what Chris did on his first couple nights. I assume that you are either Gangrel or Bruja born. Or do you not know as well?
Why does it matter? That doesn't matter. All that matters now is what we are.
Right, I have this aversion to make and, well, just kind of leave. It's not right. Somebody should at least be nice enough to tell you what you are and some dangers, rather than making you figure it out like I'm sure you probably did.
I don't know you well enough to get into that shit. So.
Oh, that's fine.
Is that your whole plan? Just come and make sure that we have everything we need, old poor thin bloods?
See, unlike most of the older kindred around, I actually like you. You can do things that we can't sometimes. So, part of me is jealous. Like, I'll never see the sun again. Chris can see the sun. So, part of me is jealous. Some of you can eat food and actually keep it down and digest it. I can't. So yes, I like you. You're supposed to be this harbinger of the end times or whatever. Whatever. I don't care. That is what it is. It's prophecy, it's a this, it's a that. It's writing on a piece of paper that people don't even know if it actually exists.
You one of those Sabat supporters?
No. If anything, I am as far from that as you can get without going Camarilla.
Can you give me a roll for that?
Yes. Charisma and persuasion?
Whichever you think is best.
Okay.
Like, you could do streetwise if you have a better streetwise and things like that, just because you've been around a while.
I mean, spending willpower?
You probably don't need to.
Okay. I got 3 successes.
Okay, yeah.
And a skull. And that's why I spent the willpower.
You succeeded. It was fine. Are you too good, or would you like to... It's up to you. Okay. Her posture relaxes a little bit. So we should go meet your friends if you're gonna be around, I guess. And she kind of waves off to the side, and others come over. There's a couple of them. There's 3.
I would still enjoy if, like, you do have paint, because it looks like you do.
Out of her hoodie pocket, she does pull out a green spray can.
Okay. That'll work.
And
You'll
we'll
make
hand it
work.
over.
Okay.
Would you want a different color?
If you've got others and are willing to... Actually, I'll just buy them from you. I don't really care.
Color you want. Colors you want.
White, black, and green probably will work just fine.
Wait here. And she'll go to where the others came from, and you can hear like the rattling of a bunch of different cans. And then she'll come back and hand the 2 others over. Let's go see what you got.
All right. So he will actually like try to make a small mural or like something, but yeah.
Dexterity and craft. And you have painting, I believe.
Yes,
They will walk over. Like, she'll show you a spot near where you guys came in at. So William and Lottie are around for this too.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume William will eventually at some point realize that the weapon wasn't around anymore.
I'm sure Lottie was just standing in the same spot that she was left in, like, what the hell are we doing here?
And you guys see the group come over, and Rufus has a bunch of spray cans in his hand. And you see Chris with him, and then 4 other people. So, the woman, not quite sure, she hasn't really shown herself yet, leads you over to a spot.
Okay. I got 2 successes.
It's passable. You're not quite happy with it, but describe what you make.
It is kind of like the statue in Rio de Janeiro. It's kind of like Jesus pose, with like green clouds on a black back or a white background, but the outline of the pose is black.
Interesting. These your friends?
Yes, that one is William, and that one is Lottie.
And we'll offer his hand to shake.
She'll just kind of stare at it. No, I'm good.
Lottie just looks at them.
No, that's fine. I understand some people aren't the touching type.
And Lottie will just stare at the mural that Reverend just finished. Be like, is this why you wandered off? For paint?
Yes, actually.
Maybe you need to start keeping them in your van.
It's been a long time since I've actually painted. I used to be better. I don't really like it.
Art is a skill like anything else. Use it or lose it.
So, you can call me T. But for real though, why'd you decide to find us? Why'd you decide to send Chris to find us?
Well, Chris to find you because I feel like having a certain level of kinship amongst his own actual kind would probably be a smart thing to do. That, and I was meaning to try to find you all as well. Just for a personal thing, to kind of give you the same thing I told you back there.
You gonna find uses for us? Since we're gonna be on good terms?
Not unless if you want to live where I want to live. If you live in my quote-unquote area, then, I mean, if you want to, I can find uses for you, but I'm not going to force you to do anything. The only reason why Chris does what he wants to do, for the most part, is because I ask him to, and he actually kind of likes me, I think.
I do.
And I think he can at least vouch to say that I'm not like most.
I mean, I don't really know what most are like, so not really.
I really like Lottie.
I mean, I
She's
don't
scary.
take that as an insult, so thanks.
I mean this with the utmost respect. A bit condescending and demanding.
Not my fault. I know what I want, and I know how to get it.
See, that's a skill.
I also know what I want. I know how to get it. However, I don't go about it in the same means that you do.
Yes, well, we were both taught very differently, I am sure.
What is this taught? Unfortunately, I was a lot like them. Well, potentially like them. Thrown to the wind.
And I've been groomed since I was a mortal. So, as we can see, differences.
Yes. So, to answer the burning question, I'm sure that you still have exactly why I even care. That would be why.
And where's your area?
Well,
We go all over the place. We don't care.
potentially from when he pulls out his phone and starts like scrolling around. I believe it's Route 39 east to the Highland Park area, give or take, staying out of Ellie and Charlotte's area, and Kat's, of course.
Yeah, we don't go to Ellie's. That's got some weird shit going on there.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
She's got some weird shit there.
Also, word of warning, I wouldn't go near, you know where Katarzyna's general domain lies?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't go near there for a couple nights.
Yeah, we tend to stay clear out of there, too. Thanks for the warning, I guess.
Yeah, if you have to go through there, take the long way.
Mm-hmm. That's really all you wanted.
Pretty much. Not all of us have to have ulterior motives. Some of us genuinely actually want to try to take care of people.
Well, that's
I
a
mean, to be
strange
fair,
rarity.
And he kind of turns to Lottie. You might want to turn around for this.
Thanks. Lottie turns around and walks a couple of steps off.
And he pulls out his cross and he's like, I don't just look the part, let's put it that way.
Right. I heard you do your whole little speeches and things like that, so, yeah, I know you.
Yeah, so you should at least know that I try to care. So, I'll make you a deal. And this is purely if you want to. If you come across anything that you feel like would benefit me knowing, I will give you as much protection as I can, and I will give you hopefully potentially houses at some point if you don't have any.
We'll see.
I'm not looking for a yes or a no. So we'll see is better than I expected.
We don't trust easy.
Yeah. One more question and this goes for the entire group. Who actually knows who their sire is? Because I would like to go talk to everybody.
One of the people kind of raised their hand, but T goes, you can ask if you want, but most of us don't know, don't care, or don't want to talk about it.
I get it. I do. But I feel like a little bit of education would be in order for them.
I agree. Sires have responsibilities. They shouldn't be shrinking on that. Just because in so many of our kindred eyes, you are considered lesser than.
And you sound like a Ventru, so you see us as below you?
You are what you are. Don't really care either way.
Now that's a rarity.
No. Chris, I do have one other thing that I'd like to discuss with you at some point, whenever you feel like you want to. Come talk to me, find me, call me, text me, whatever. I've got a question.
Okay, I kind of want to spend some time here, though. Like, it's been fun.
Stay safe, please.
Yeah, you guys have some interesting nights. It's been kind of quiet here.
Yeah. Like I said, stay safe. I actually like you, for the most part, with all your whatever it might be. for you. But I like you. You're fun.
T will pull out 2 more spray cans. Hold them out to you. Want to have some fun? Hold them out to both Lottie and William.
Never sprayed paint before, but I'll give it a shot. Try.
Okay, I don't want to sound too pompous, but I literally just bought this dress. It's $2,000. Does anybody have something I can put over it so I don't get spray paint all over it?
No, you're not doing real good at not sounding pompous.
Probably find a tarp for you to wear somewhere.
What'd you say?
Probably find the tarp somewhere for you to wear.
Yeah, I might be able to drag one out for you.
No, that's okay. Lottie will just strip down to her lingerie and spray paint.
Amazing. I don't think either of you have painting craft, but go ahead and give me a dex in craft if you have it. Or just if you have a point in craft.
1 success.
Holy hells. Okay. Lottie apparently is amazing at this.
We'll get to you in a second.
2 crit?
Give me 1 second for yours. William, what are you attempting to make?
He's just gonna try to draw a flower.
It looks like a... You got 1 success?
Yep.
It's drippy, it's not great, but you tried. You tried.
I'll just shrug and say, oh well.
Lottie, how many did you get?
So I got 2 crits and 1 regular success.
Okay, so you got 5. That's actually pretty good. What are you making?
Well, since Lottie actually has craft and crocheting, she is going to make something look like she crocheted it, like with the spray paint.
Okay.
Like, just a little something.
Huh. I did not expect that.
I'm a woman of many talents.
Apparently you are.
After making sure the paint is dry on her hands, she'll re-put on her dress.
This group, not what I expected. Didn't think you two would come down to this level.
I like to have fun.
When in Rome.
Mm-hmm. So, unless you wanted to stay and hang out, have a good time, we're gonna go do our thing. But, something tells me you might not want to be here.
It's getting earlier now, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys don't have a whole lot of time left out here in the night, do ya?
No, we do not.
Don't get caught by the sun.
And you guys have a good day.
And they will walk away, and Chris will walk with them after hanging back and giving you guys a quick goodbye.
Bye.
So, you guys pile back up into Rufus's van, and he kind of leads you out. And he starts driving, I'm assuming, back to drop people off at their havens, unless you direct him elsewhere.
I'll send straight back to his haven.
Okay. While you guys are in the vehicle, Lottie, you get a text from Willow. It's getting early. It's earlier than she normally would message you, but not unusually so. Just rare. Hey, have you ever gotten around to talk to Cassidy yet? That's who Terrence sent you out there to see, right?
Yeah, we had a few brief meetings. They went over alright, I guess.
So are you, and she'll put in quotation marks, an anarch now?
Well, not sure. Doesn't really feel like it.
You made this whole big thing about wanting to go out there to be one, and you're not sure?
Life likes to throw us curveballs, you know that.
Terrence wants to make sure that his favors weren't for nothing.
I'm sure he does. I'll see her again tomorrow.
Let me know how it goes, please. I just worry about you.
Of course. I know you are.
Hope you had a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe.
Alright. You stay safe too, Willow. Love you.
Love you, Lottie. And that's the end of the texts.
Okay, I don't know if I'm getting extra paranoid or what. Things are weird, guys. Things are very, very weird.
Something wrong?
Willow's just been more inquisitive lately, and it's freaking me out.
She's your sister. That's Terrence's ghoul, right?
Yes.
You haven't been telling her that much, right?
Oh.
Is this
I mean, just
actually
enough.
no?
Just enough to not make it seem suspicious that she tells Terrence nothing, but not the important stuff.
I wouldn't fully count on not telling him the full important stuff either.
I'm sure he finds out one way or another, and it's probably part of the reason why she's been so suspicious lately, because what he's telling her is happening, what she knows is happening, don't match up.
I'm not going to tell you to stop talking to family because that's frankly not right. However, I would be more suspicious as to exactly what she inquires about and why.
Yeah, right? It's just like, did you go see Cassidy yet? Are you an anarch now?
Have you actually talked to Cassidy?
I really have met her a few times. Just kind of didn't feel like we fully meshed. Now I don't care if I'm an anarch or not, and this group is kind of just whatever the hell we are, and I'm fine with that.
That would be Bruja for you.
Yeah, clearly. I don't know what the hell he was thinking of sending me to one of them. Probably a test of my patience.
I should probably go talk to her at some point.
Well, I just told Willow I was gonna go see her tomorrow, so I'm sure Terrence will be checking in on that.
Right.
Because he has to make sure that his favors are paying out.
And out of curiosity, why would a Camarilla, I don't know exactly how old you are generation-wise, but Camarilla, whatever, care about a anarch in a different city?
Right? Isn't that a little odd? I thought so too, but I've been really on edge and suspicious of like everything since coming out here to Detroit.
As you should. However, if you tell you what, I'll meet you there. Just let me know when you're on your way.
Alright. Oh, and I'm younger for generation. I don't know how it happened, because Terrence has been around for what seems like forever. Maybe it's just old enough to be in one of those lines of generations. But like, if I would try to turn Willow, she would turn into a thin blood. I'm almost positive.
I would offer to turn Willow into us, but I think that you would want that.
I mean, I'm starting to get desperate, but I don't know if she would want that.
I'm a 12th generation, if you don't mind her being a Toreador.
Yeah, and you do realize I am a Ravnos, and exactly what that entails, right?
Yeah, you guys are a whole bucket of special.
We're not as bad as Malkadians.
I mean, there's that. Yes. I mean, there's a reason why everybody gives Ellie such a wide berth.
You do know that she was removed from the Camarilla, right?
Yes, forcefully, if I heard correctly.
Right. I have rumors to go off, and that's it. I don't care to investigate those rumors like I normally would.
I don't blame you. Wonder if we could do some other kind of digging.
So you do very soon pull up to William's apartment, unless you are taking a longer route as you guys are talking.
Whichever route keeps me out of Kat's place.
That's easy enough to be where you are now. There's enough side streets and routes that you don't have to be within a couple miles of Kat's area. But if you wanted to prolong the conversation, you could. There is still a little bit of nighttime left.
I don't believe Rev has anything else that he would really like to discuss a whole lot.
Okay. So, William, you're dropped off first.
Guys, sleep well.
Enjoy your day sleep.
A little bit later, Lottie's dropped off.
Gets all the weird looks again.
Yep. The Rufus Mobile dropping you off. And Rufus, where would you like to park?
Somewhere along Route 10 in
Okay.
his area,
All right.
as he is deeming it.
That can be done. There is plenty of areas where you could park and probably not have an issue. Probably. You haven't really stayed out in this area too much, so we'll see what happens. Assuming you're taking precautions locking your vehicle, even more so than you would typically.
Yes.
So, starting with Lottie, is there anything you would care to do before your day sleep?
As per the agreement with Valentina, you will give her a little update.
Okay. You guys weren't actually in Valentina's area today?
No, but she still wants tabs kept on somebody.
Okay. She doesn't have any information to give you in return. She's still working on getting things set up on that end. But she appreciates you being so forthright.
And she'll also tell her about Willow and how Terrence seems to be very concerned about his quid pro right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. That sounds odd.
I thought so as well. Thank you. Enjoy your day sleep.
You as well. Rufus? Other than locking up?
Nothing super out of the ordinary.
Okay. And William, is there anything you would care to do before the day?
No, I think William's all set for the day.
Okay. So as you each bed down, you might have worried about the day's proceedings, what happened, the threats you were given, said or unsaid, the worries from siblings and sires, thin bloods, the unknown. But all of that fades away as the sun rises and you each fall into the day sleep. And that's where we will end this game, and we will pick it up in a couple days. So, our announcements. Check out our website, totalpartykrit.com. Things are mostly up to date on there for our videos and everything like that. But you can find character bios and other things. On the videos, you will be able to find where the skits fit into the timelines, because they are placed in there. It's got all of our other links on it. It's got our Dice Legion one, which you can go get some percentage off some dice. It helps us, helps Dice Legion, helps you save some money. It's also got links to our Patreon, which we would be immeasurably grateful if you do support us. But we understand that not everyone can do monetary support right now. So if you can't and still want to support us, please like, share, subscribe on anywhere that you're listening or watching to this, because every little bit helps. If you leave a comment, let us know what you like, what you don't like, how you think we might be able to do better. Or just questions you have or things you're interested in about our emerging living world, because there is a lot going on here. We're back to our normal schedule, in which Tuesdays are Blood and Hope Detroit, Thursdays are Nicole's Cryptid Catchers, and Saturdays are Life and Blood Atlanta. I don't believe I missed much.
I don't think you missed anything. I think that's everything.
Okay.
You got everything.
So, thank you for joining us. Not a whole lot too scary happened on this episode, right, guys? So join us next time, and we'll see the conclusion as to what's going on. Maybe. Stay safe. Have a good evening.
Dreams.